Hey everybody, it's Dave Juno, the Meniere's disease warrior. How you all doing? I'm better. I have been in an attack for the last 2 days. It's been hell, you know. Um, and like I said, I am just like you guys. I have my moments. This is going to be one of those I have my moments because a lot of times people think that if somebody has a YouTube channel, um, they have it. They have Meniere's covered and licked, and they know everything, or they know how to cure or how to live and this and that and the other thing. And when you've had this for a while, you kind of learn what your triggers are and what happens and things like that. So you learn over time. But every now and then, Meniere's gives you a big kick in the ass and says, "Ha, we're here again. You're back to the way you were before. Ha ha ha." Great. You know, I have my moments, like today. Today, this morning, I mean, yesterday I was okay, but I mean, I wasn't okay. I had vertigo, I had nystagmus, I had you name it, I had the whole kitchen sink, whole kit and caboodle. Every symptom of Meniere's I had. Tinnitus was off the chart. And I'm not one that usually complains about tinnitus because I think of it as part of me. But this was so bad. This morning, I grabbed onto my wife and I said, "Stick an ice pick in my left ear. I can't take it anymore." Um, and this is the one that I had labyrinthectomy on in 2019. So all labyrinthectomy does is get rid of the vertigo, helps with vertigo. It does nothing for the tinnitus. Okay, and you lose your hearing. But yeah, it still get the bit tinnitus really bad. But it was so loud, I couldn't hear. I couldn't hear like because I have a cross hearing aid right now, so I couldn't hear anything on this ear or this ear because now I'm bilateral. I couldn't hear anything. That's how loud the tinnitus was. It's how bad it was. Really bad. And if I'm saying it's bad, it's bad. My wife knew that if I'm complaining about the tinnitus, she says, yeah, it's going to be bad if you're saying something about it. But my wife's a good egg and very supportive, and you'll be okay. Don't worry about it. And then one of the grandkids do something, and I'm off the plate, and now she's out to the grandkids, which is fine. I understand that. I don't get mad. Because I do it to her too. She's having a bad day, and when my grandson Sam, blah, I'm like, Sam, there we go. Sorry, hon, gotta get him. But it's yeah, and he'll give you that little kick in the ass, you know. And it kind of brings you back to when you were new, and then you understand the plight of others who are newly diagnosed or really don't understand what's going on with them. Um, and you do get the doubt, why is this happening to me? And I do it too. We all do it. And it happens. And what do you do about it? Well, what do you do about it is basically what you've been doing. Rest, take rescue meds if you need it. I'm lucky in a way that I don't vomit anymore. When I have vertigo or dizziness, I don't vomit anymore. Rarely do I get sick to my stomach anymore. I don't know if it's just my body says, hey, we know what this is going on. Don't worry about it. I don't puke anymore. So I'm a lucky one, that I don't really get that way because I know a lot of people do. I mean, they'll have, Meniere's attack, vertigo for 24 hours a day, and they're sitting in with a bucket by their bed, or they're just sleeping in the bathtub and leaning over and going into the bucket. So, I mean, I understand that because I was like that at one point. But yeah, now I don't. So I'm kind of lucky with that. So I was able to hold, water down, things like that, some food. Um, but yeah, the vertigo. I mean, I was lying in bed and I looked to see what time it was, and I looked at the radio clock. I still have one of those. And it was going. The clock was going like that, and I'm like, oh great. Now the stagnus kicked in. So it's just like it's been a horror. And I'm glad right now it's not. And then because I'm able to make this video, tell you guys, hey, you're not alone. We all go through this who have Meniere's disease. Um, and there are people out there that think they know everything about Meniere's, and that they think there's a cure out there's a cure. I mean, I've had one person blow up my phone once telling me that some people have been cured from Meniere's disease. And my opinion is if they've been cured by Meniere's disease, from Meniere's disease, they didn't have it. Okay, they had something else. They had an inner ear infection, they had a virus, they had something that was causing the problem. Um, and lately I'm hearing this thing about people saying Meniere's is from phlegm, and I'm like, because then they're talking about some Chinese medicine, and I'm like, no, 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 no. I don't think it is. Could it be possible? Anything's possible. They really don't know what causes it. But everybody gets mucus. I mean, if that was the point, the whole world would have Meniere's disease. Um, because if you got a cold, then you got Meniere's disease. So I mean, it's just like it's one of those things like when you say something that's very common, okay, like phlegm, everybody gets it, everybody has it. Then you're basically saying everybody has Meniere's disease, and that's not the case. So there's all kinds of different reasons. We don't know why. Okay. Um, so what do you do on these things? Like I said before, I got off track. I'm sorry. Rest, take your rescue meds, drink a lot of fluids if you can. Take it easy and know it's going to pass. It's not going to be forever. Okay. Um, and yeah, can we get down about it? Oh yeah, I was, because I was like, it's supposed to be a beautiful afternoon. I gotta go record mass. I want to fish. I want to do this. And what do I end up doing? Sleeping in the bed, or sleeping on the recliner, sitting in my chair, watching YouTube or whatever. Just taking it easy. Until it passes, and it passed. So yeah, just remember, you can be going fine for a couple of months, couple of weeks, maybe a year. And Bendias is always going to come back and say, "Here I am." And that's what happened to me. So on that note, I'll talk to you all later. Have a great week, rest of the weekend. Take care.